many 14-year-olds can hit 220 yards of the forehand? No rush, just loosen up now gradually. What's your target down there?
I was going to like that yellow flag up there.
Great.
So.
Any particular shape you're seeing in general at the moment, Shyla? Any like natural shape and what we're seeing as a bad shape when it's not quite contact correct?
I would say like with a like everything longer, a slight draw.
Okay.
Like even with a good shot, yeah. Like a low kind of draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just lose it. Let's get plenty of data and videos, and then we'll work our way through it. There she is.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm
great.
saying.
Got some good examples there. Any feels yourself, Shyla? I know when you're sort of getting that shape. Is there anything that you're aware of in your own golf swing or your feelings to your body that feel different, or does it just feel the same and it just goes left?
It kind of feels like I'm flattening out a little bit. Like I'll kind of get stuck and just like I won't maintain my spine angle.
Okay.
Like I said, like early releasing, my hands will take over, stuff like that.
Okay, let me show you some stuff. So it's definitely a little bit of a club face issue, and it's coming from basically just like how you are making a compensation to downswing. So a couple of like the old stuff that we talked about a while back, and let me show you this. So what we're seeing is a pretty good pass sitting around about 3 degrees, but the face is getting a bit shut in relation to it. So it's starting left because the face is aiming left. And then because you're swinging right, it's now starting left with a little draw. So you're not getting your normal push draw, you're getting more of a little, I would say, a pull draw. For me, I think there's two things that happen here. I think general setup looks pretty good. Lead hands sitting fractionally weak. But again, there's not going to be a real major issue where we'd see a big left from that. But for me, it's this is our old habit. Let me just get a little line on the outside of your hands here. I want you to watch what your hands do in the first move. You tell me what you can see there.
Oh, pushing out, yeah.
It's like sometimes our old habit. That maybe is a little bit of a counter to like, okay, I'm not going to go inside, but all of a sudden over a period of time, without regulating it and checking it, it just starts to gradually move more and more out. Because your immediate thing is, okay, I never want to go in here, so eventually I might start to sort of move this way. So the lead arm disconnects and just moves up almost like too much up in front of your body. So you get the club too vertical, and then what happens is then you can see that extra sort of length comes in, right elbow comes up, and then you as a good player, you're trying to make that compensation to shallow the club back in, and in that compensation is then leading to like miss-hitting. So I think it's just really, if we can get those hands, arms and club to work a little bit more together, feeling like the biceps staying a little bit more on your torso on the first move, and then we're going to feel the arm elevation, but it's not like this first bit we see the separation early. Okay, so we'll just do let's do some takeaway drills first, get the feel of it. So you take your setup there, get comfy. Okay, so show me what you think the movement should now look like. Yeah, that's perfect. Like that, good. So we're going to get a little bit of hinge in there. So we can see that lead arm sort of pretty tight to your rib cage at that point, and then it is going to lift up, but not like this we see in the beginning. Okay, so a little bit more in here. Okay, so just preset that a few times, fraction of hinge to get it in there as well. Good. I want to see it almost setting into that toe line, but the hand, by that glove hand gets past your left shoe, I want the club to be setting into parallel to toes. Okay, so checkpoint, when it's just past the right shoe, we're setting into toes rather than getting stiff and this way. For an inch. Do it again for me, Shyla. Good. Show me the top of the swing, right elbow tucked down, we talked about. Perfect. That's so good. That's our normal spot. You know, when this starts to elevate, this starts to get free, and then all of a sudden we got to make all these little sort of compensations on the way down. Okay. So that's going to be our focus. What we'll do is I'll do our normal like build up, 20-30%, just gradual, and just pick it up just a little bit at a time. Okay, focus is on movement these first few. If we hit some good shots, great, but the focus is more about on nailing the position than anything else. Well done. Good.
It was pure contact.
Yeah, straight off the bat, wasn't it? And immediately the face went actually the other way, so we saw an immediate counter. And sometimes when we see an immediate counter, it's like, okay, we know we're onto something there. I always like to see the opposite happen, and then we know that when we see an opposite, we're pretty close to the movement. Have a look at this, just so show you first move. Look at that. I mean, just to show you the difference in one swing. And this is what really talented people are good at, is you can make that compensation immediately. So let's look at the difference in this, hands away, club outside, arms elevate, cross the line. and now you compare that to that.
Yeah.
I mean, different golf swing, one swing, you know? So the cool thing is you know what to do here. It's just when you're in a play environment, that just goes a little bit out the window because you've got to play.
Yeah.
But then we need these like checkpoints or technical of form checks between sessions to make sure that's correct. Okay, awesome, well done.
Cool.
I mean, she's changed it in one swing. How many 14-year-olds can hit 220 yards of the 4-iron? It's been pretty impressive, isn't it?
I was hitting it that way?
Yeah, exactly. How many guys can hit 220 yards? I mean, 223 yards of the 4-iron. 14 years.
Oh, dang.
Impressive. Okay, and then we can see immediately the path and face relationship back to 0. 130 to 135 ball speed with your 4-iron.
Okay.
So just like everything just goes from there. So once we get that foundation, you're off.
All right.
Once you get that first bit wrong, it's all relying on you making
Like
a trade. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
How was the strike on that one?
Strike was good.
Give me a scale, 1 to 10.
10.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. And where was it last week? On a scale of 1 to 10?
Like a 5,
Okay.
4. Yeah.
A big jump.
Yeah.
I mean, if you live in the 8s, you're doing fine, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not expecting every shot to be a 10, but if you're living in the 8s and above, then
Pretty
that's
good,
the place you want to be. Yeah.
Yeah, before on the tee box, I didn't know, like I couldn't predict what was going to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, that fairway looks pretty small then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Better?
Yep.
Okay. She's back. Didn't take long.